Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. We are celebrating today with some of our favorite guests from 2011.
Absolutely, of course, it's our ugly Christmas sweater show.
Oh my God, it is?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody told Fiona, but she knows now. Victor Lucas and Mr. Scott Jones joining us from host Reviews on the Run.
What do you mean ugly?
Well, I'm looking at Reviews on the Run. They're the hosts. And damn,
this is the funny thing because I see you two and you two look great.
Pretty good.
There's nothing wrong. I would wear those damn sweaters.
Yeah, me too.
These are not good.
I think you guys got the lady sweaters.
They do sparkle though.
Wait, can we go back to the shot that we just had? What is that in the background? No, not that. What's in the background?
This is our handler. You know, we're so popular now that we actually have a guy who's like no photographs,
I feel threatened.
no autographs.
It's Rob the Elf. He's our holiday handler.
Right.
He's
Rob,
right
you're
there.
pretty tough looking, buddy.
You guys are like.
He's been working out. Can you see the abs?
That's right.
You guys are like Squire Barnes. You need
bodyguard.
You need muscle to make sure no one hassles you.
Especially when we're Christmas shopping. This guy's very handy. He is cold a lot, though. He does complain about being cold.
Now, how was 2011 for you boys?
It's amazing. First of all, though, Fiona, reach into my little sack right there.
We're recreating Roman holidays.
There's a little.
I think there's a candy cane.
There's a little gift for you.
Oh my God!
There it is.
Slowly.
There it is.
Ah, there it is.
There you go. Enjoy.
And anything.
Now, Mike, you go in. Mike in there.
Mike.
I like the way you said that in a sinister way. Mike, you go in.
Now, Mike, you go.
You go.
We're going to talk about some of your favorites from 2011, which makes a lot of sense.
We have to talk about Batman. Come on.
Yes, we do.
Well, you know, we just did our Rocket and Ray Gun Awards. We actually had a beautiful award made up this year. These things are legit. There were many rounds of voting, and finally we narrowed the entire field of 2011 down to 5 games.
Yeah, amazing year, too. There was so much good content this year, but it really became a battle between 2 huge games. Batman was one of them. Arkham City, open world, incredible, lots of great storytelling. Have you seen the stomach on this guy?
Oh, the belly button.
That's what's killing me. My God, it's just all belly button.
Vic, was this your favorite game?
Yes, it was.
But it was a bit of a toss-up for him, which was really surprising because he's, you know how he is. He's such a huge fan of Batman.
Yes.
He wants to fight crime.
I do, and this was written by a comic book writer, and there's all kinds of really cool DC Comics participation in their stomach. And then, but it really went up against Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which is an incredible role-playing game, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it goes on forever.
I'm not sure the word elder should ever be in any video game title.
Scott, what was
The Elder Scrolls.
Scott, what was your favorite game?
Skyrim.
What are we looking at
That's
here?
Elder Scrolls.
There we go.
The great thing about this game is if you see a mountaintop in the distance, you can actually travel to it. You can walk up the side of the mountain. You can maybe like go visit a town there.
Yeah, the tough thing when you show footage
you got
of a game.
some troll fat. That's good.
you get little bits and pieces from everybody you kill in this thing. The tough thing though, when you show the action of that kind of a game, it's not really the story. The story is how epic the world is. The world becomes a character. It goes on forever. You'll see waterfalls.
It literally goes on forever. Like the game doesn't end.
Just walking
you
along.
don't like it?
There's no. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I have other things to do. I don't have 200 hours to sink into this. A lot of people do, and I mean, I admire it, but there are other things I'd like to play.
Yeah, and it was tough for me because I know that Elder Scrolls is a bigger game and it's a more ambitious game, and some would say a better game than Batman.
It stinks a little over here.
It does stink. But Batman's, I kind of equated it to a gourmet meal against a gourmet buffet. And I'd rather just have a meal.
So what about Portal 2? You said it was a toss-up. Is there such a thing as a gourmet
buffet?
Well, let's ask Rob.
That's
debatable.
Portal 2 is an interesting game because it's a first-person action game. It's not a shooter. Usually what you're doing in these games is shooting at people and trying to blow their heads off. Here what you're doing is solving puzzles, and there's an AI, a construct named GLaDOS, who's sort of watching your progress, and she's sort of teasing you throughout the whole thing. So it's a sort of lonely experience, but it's also incredibly cerebral and emotional and satisfying.
Thinker's game.
It's definitely.
Are you packing heat there? Is that a gun?
Well,
or is that just a pokey thing?
It's a portal gun. Right. So it shoots one end of a portal on one wall and the other end.
That's
Portal, of course. Yeah, and it became a big meme this year as well. All the portals.
And they made one of our friends actually created a cool web video, and now he's going to be directing a movie for Universal based on the video that he created around Portal. Which is pretty sweet. Yeah.
Gosh, you just never know with this internet.
I know.
It's just that easy to get work in this business. Third one, we're talking about Deus Ex.
It's Deus Ex.
Whatever.
And it means it's from Deus Ex Machina, which is a theater term.
Mr. Brainiac
I went to acting school, all right?
I'm so smart.
Anyways, this is all about augmentation and sort of this idea that we're moving towards binary and computer technology kind of integrated with biology. and sort of the conflict
so
that creates, but it's really cool. It's
this
a stealth.
Cool now.
It's a stealth action game, and you've got to sneak into all kinds of these high-tech facilities and find out the mystery that you have to solve.
Scott, you make it sound cool.
No, the great thing about this is that it was made in Montreal, and we love Canada.
Nice. We love
Canada.
Yeah.
But I was a little bored by this. Of all the 5 games from, this makes me want to snowboard. Look at that thing.
Someone at the end of this has to give him a big raspberry.
But you're reading a lot of email. You're breaking into people's computers. It's a little.
And for
it's a
people
little
that just
slow.
tuned in, Scott has a giant belly button next to his head.
This is their muscle. They can't travel anywhere without it. They've reached a level of fame that they need someone to help.
Rick's got a stalker now.
I do?
Now he does. He's right there.
Also his
What
muscle.
about The Legend of Zelda?
The Legend of Zelda.
this was
25
Scott's
years Zelda has been around. This is the anniversary. You know, I played the first 10 hours of this game, and I wanted to throw it off my balcony.
Really?
Yeah, in Vancouver, you actually have balconies. It's awesome.
It's such
and then
a brutal
after
start.
Hour 11, I'm no longer am I delivering suits and collecting bugs. Cool stuff starts to happen. I had a great time with this. Without a doubt, this was my pick for Game
We
of the
both
Year.
gave it 10
Really?
out of 10. It's a gorgeous game, but I had a lot of trouble with the controls. It's all motion control, and you use the new Wii Motion Plus controller, so
Right.
it's supposed to be one-to-one, but you're constantly fighting with it, and it's constantly
care.
getting out of the way of where you're supposed to be swinging and stuff.
Gotcha.
If you put the controller down for a second, it sort of disconnects from the machine.
complaining a lot
Recalibrates.
today.
But
But 10 out of 10 for both of you.
But it was so good. The story was so good, and the gameplay was so good and so smart and made with so much love that you couldn't not appreciate it.
What are you
Like
guys
this.
interested in for the holidays? What games do you want to play?
I really like
you're a
the
gamer.
Need for Speed right now.
Mario
I've been enjoying FIFA 12 on the iPad. I really enjoy it. I've been doing a lot of mobile gaming just because it's easier for me with the iPad.
That's
but
a common story right
my
now.
kids' Need for Speed is a huge one. For,
The Run.
the one that just came out.
The Run.
Yes.
Need for Speed The Run.
Yeah.
You got to get them Hot Pursuit.
With the cop. And, oh, no, Hot Pursuit is what we got.
Yeah, that's a way better game.
Yeah, that's good.
That's incredible.
With the cops
that was last
and
year.
and great.
All right, Mike.
You're a year behind there, buddy.
Nice.
That's all
You're
right.
behind?
It's totally cool.
I just started
But
playing
that's
Angry
what
Birds.
I'm doing right now.
Okay, Angry
You
Birds
guys
is good
leave the
too.
game talk to us.
Leave it to the professionals. Well, let's talk about movies then,
All right.
because it's going to be huge this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last night we went to see Sherlock, the new Sherlock Holmes, and
I don't know if we can review it yet.
well, we can talk about our impressions
Okay.
without weighing in with a review
Don't
score.
fight. Don't
Well, I
fight.
just don't, you know, it might be a little early with the embargoes. And
I
all
didn't
that
like it.
And it's Christmas.
It's good to see you get a real sense for who's the boss and who's not the boss. in this
I
scenario.
kind of liked it.
Kinda?
Right,
Yeah.
okay, so
Okay.
embargo be down.
Yeah.
Well, what about The Adventures of Tintin? Everybody keeps on talking about this one.
It's beautiful, but it's a little vacuous. I mean, you kind of want more out of the characters, and you want to care more about why we're watching these crazy adventures throughout the movie. I think they did a great job with the animation, but they should have really fleshed out.
They should have done a
Tintin.
great job with the story.
Yeah, we really should care about who these
Yeah,
characters
because
are.
that's part of the magic of all those stories. I mean,
Yeah.
I read them, tons when I was a kid.
Absolutely.
And part of the magic is there's such strong characteristics attached to everybody.
Yeah, and I think this is more of an international film. It's doing huge business overseas, and I think Tintin as a character is much more popular over there. So I think people already know this world, and it's represented well for
But
them.
in North America, you might need a little intro.
And I just think they would have served the movie better to get a preamble.
And
Get
God
it
help
there.
me, people, whatever you do,
Yeah.
don't pick up the graphic novels. Don't pick up the books. Just reading.
Yeah.
What about Tinker Tailor Soldier
Yeah, we
Spy?
saw this earlier in the
Yeah.
week, and it's a thinker.
It's a thinker.
You know,
Is it
the thing
thinker?
is, it's like we've been seeing movies for how many years now? As long as we've been alive, for
Yeah.
many decades. We don't
Yeah.
want to go into our ages.
Yeah.
But
29.
I was confused by this. I don't
Really?
know. I don't know why the guy who turned out to be the spy turned out to be the
Don't tell
spy.
us.
It's
No, I've
read
very
the book.
You know what I'm
complex.
saying.
It's very complex. It's very realistic.
Nice moments,
And
but
you know, the author was a real spy, so he really wanted to get the authenticity in
Yeah.
the storytelling, and the performances are great. There's lots of really close-up shots.
but
good
it's
close-ups.
baffling. Why am I confused when I go to the movies? I pay $12.50. Just
Like
give me some
Inception?
pablum.
Well,
Yeah.
but it is a
Sure.
quintessential spy novel. I mean, it is a fairly,
Don't use big words now.
it's a
Quintessential.
meandering book, right?
Yeah,
like there's a
it's
lot of plot
enormous.
points that come into
Yeah,
it.
and you
It's
get
why make
a
it
lot of
into a
Gary
movie?
Oldman wrinkles in this one, which is
Yeah,
pretty good.
There's a lot of shots of Gary Oldman sitting by himself in
Yeah.
rooms like this.
But he looks
So
very
it's a
smart.
horror film.
Seriously, what do you think would happen if I just your bodyguard?
want to do it? It's
Do
not
it.
sanitary.
It'd be
It's
good.
not
It's
wine.
It's not
may need to
sanitary,
wash
but do it. We've got
after.
Purell. Of course, you can watch these two on reviews on The Run. Gentlemen, Rob, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the
Look
belly
out.
shots.
Something
Thank
is
you.
I
happening.
don't know
This
what's
was
happening.
awesome.
I think you might have
Uh-oh.
have company.
Uh-oh.
Do it, Eckford.
I refuse to do it.
Come on.
I'm not giving another
Do
man.
it.
But I will wish him a great holiday, man.
There you go. It's just like the Buddha.
Look at
We're
that.
going to take a break and when we return.